My name's Caitlin, and I'm going to share with you how to seed save. Seed saving is just the act of collecting our seeds and sharing them with our community. If you're wondering why people seed save, there's actually a lot of reasons why people seed save. For myself, I focus a lot on food security, and it's important for me to not support companies like Monsanto. There's a whole reason why, and I could make a whole blog about why, but we're just going to focus on the basics right now. Another reason why is because even if I'm buying organic, really ethically sourced seeds from amazing companies, because they do exist, they're not necessarily seeds that have been grown in my region. So with seed saving, not only do I know that these seeds come from plants that thrived in my region, they come from plants that thrived in my yard, where I'll be growing them. Getting into the how-tos, we're not going to focus so much on that in this video because each plant has specific ways of doing it, and some you could probably even just guess by looking at the plant yourself, but some have steps that you wouldn't necessarily consider. And another thing is, if consistency in the plant is really important to you, then you're going to want to ensure that cross-pollination doesn't happen, and that's a whole other video into itself too. So we're going to actually just talk a little bit about the basics. So now let's move on to what you need in order to seed save. The gist of everything you're going to need. The journal, you keep track of everything you're going to notice about your plants. It's also why I recommend starting with seeds, because since you're going to be keeping track of information, you want to really start right from the beginning and start keeping track right as soon as possible. Envelopes and jars are just for storage, and it's up to you which one you want to use. Envelopes are great though because you can write down all the important information right onto the storage unit itself. The string you're actually going to use to tie around the plant so that you know which ones aren't for eating and which ones are going to be seed saved. You don't need two separate strings, you just need to tie the string around which ones are being saved. So an incredibly important aspect about seed saving is actually sharing seeds. It's not just about collecting them for yourself, it's also about sharing with community. Plants naturally want to be able to spread their genetics around, and so sharing your seeds with your neighbors, with communities or friends, or mailing them around are actually really great. And it's interesting because people can give you feedback on, oh, this plant that you said didn't grow really well actually grew really well when I did A, B, and C. So it's actually kind of an interesting way to expand your knowledge about the seeds you're growing and try something different. So if you're going to be seed saving, start finding people that you can network with, and you can also get some really interesting varieties coming your way because you're sharing with other people as well. So that's video 1 of seed saving. I hope you found it inspiring and encourages you to want to get involved and do seed saving. The next video, you're not going to want to miss it because it's on tomato plants, which are actually really fascinating to save seeds from. And so if you stay tuned, you'll be able to check that out in the next video.